All right, folks, welcome back to the culture right here on the Black Star Network. We wanted to end out this show today. We've been having a great show to kind of shine a little culture spotlight on an unsigned talent, a sister who is looking to make her mark in the music industry. And so we're so happy to have her joining us on the show today. And we don't know what's in the stars for our sister and where she will go, but we want to show her that she has the full support of the culture here at the Black Star Network. So we're happy to joining us, Tolivia, who is checking in this afternoon to talk about her music career and the legacy that she wants to make. Tolivia,
Yes,
how are you, sis?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. And welcome to the culture.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. I've heard a lot about this beautiful network, and I'm so happy to have a conversation with you about music and
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. All right, first and foremost, for those who aren't familiar, tell us a little bit about yourself. What genre would you put your music to, Olivia?
I'm putting my genre in R&B soul with a cherry on top of classical and jazz.
Wait a minute, hold up, sister.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Yes, a
You know what?
lot.
I'm gonna have to bring my culture crew member Bakari, because you know what? I can see already you're gonna be too much for me to try to process. Bakari, let's bring you back in very quickly.
Perfect.
All right, so R&B soul with a little bit of classical.
Wow. It's a little classical on the top.
All right, so when you say classical, were you classically trained in music?
Yes, for sure. So I went to Cleveland State and got my degree in vocal performance. And before then, I went to a visual and performing arts school in high school, and I was classically trained there. Being introduced to classical music really was an open mind experience for me, and understanding music on that type of level, learning about the key signatures, major, minor, and just the theory of it all.
Yeah.
It really shaped my overall voice, but also expression. I'm rooted in R&B though. I'm rooted in neo soul, but I can't leave the beauty and the education and the experience of classical music out of my expression. So
All right, so let me ask you, how important, because I've heard a lot of different stories, and I'm sure Bakari probably can share some thoughts on this as well. But I've heard of so many different stories of singers, on both men and women, who kind of got into music because of, they just have a love for music,
yeah.
but they didn't necessarily go through the traditional teaching and understanding music. How does that give you like a quote unquote competitive advantage on somebody that just might just say, hey, I just got the rare raw talent? Where does having that training put you in the big scheme of things?
Great question. I think that it does give me a competitive route, but I do believe that it's just a difference of learning music. The beauty of learning it is that you don't have to be book taught. You can hear it by your senses, by your ear, being around it. So your exposure as well. So I do believe that still I have a different level of musicianship that I can bring to music and just to musicianship, but I don't invalid ear training ways of how to learn and express yourself through music. I think it's beauty to still learn the theory and different practices and techniques that classical music can still help you with your expression of music. But I think there's still beastly beautiful music that you're not always book taught, or that you don't always have to learn. So I think in both ways, where you can be classically trained and not really like non-book taught, right? There's still beauty in learning how to improvise a little different, more than just being reading what the notes are actually on the sheet of paper, versus being non-book taught and learning how to learn music and structures of cadences, and how to put on different key signatures and modulations. That those technical terms may be new for someone that is not really book taught, and it just helps to put a lot more, crystallization, if I would say, on what you already have in your expertise, if that makes sense.
No, that makes a lot of sense. I don't know what you just said. Let me stop playing. I do know. Let me stop playing. No, and that's why I'm saying, because you know the technical, the ins and outs, the technical sound of music, right? Like you're talking about modulations, you're talking about understanding. It's not just like, oh, just throw it on a beat. It's there are some technical things, and yet a lot of people don't know that some of our more seasoned veterans and even some of the newcomers' voices are classically trained. These are folks that have gone to school, understood music. Now you might say, well, if they're classically trained, but they're putting out certain type of content, that's neither here nor there. That's an artistic choice. But that doesn't take away the fact that they know the ins and outs, the technicalities of music. All right, so I wanted to first ask you this, and then I'm gonna give Bakari an opportunity to share her thoughts on this. One is, how old are you?
29.
You're 29.
Yeah.
Why did I think you were younger?
Oh, it's because of my inner child energy. That's just.
Oh no, she just broke me down on that one. Like,
when talking about my passion, when exploring and having conversations about it, I feel inner child energy. I feel enthusiastic, passionate. I explore it every day. So I'm glad that my energy can come off as a little young thing, because I still am.
That's hilarious.
That's awesome. All right, Bakari, what would you like to share with Tolivia today?
I'm just curious. I got questions. Tolivia, what type of like content do you center your music around? Do you write your own lyrics? Do you arrange? Do you tell us, with your background, like what extent, or what are the different roles that you're playing when it comes to creating and producing your music?
Great question. One of the few roles that I play, I would say is, well, first I songwrite. Being classically trained and getting my degree, I had to get in tune with the piano, and of course, as explained before, my roots are R&B, neo soul. So in the times where I was not wanting to, practice my classical musical repertoire, I will go to the piano and play Stevie Wonder. So I'm still rooted into R&B songs. My current singles that are out right now have to do with just connecting with different past relationships, how you want to navigate through them. So I do talk about the heartbreaks, the ebbs and flow of life in regards to past relationships and mindsets. But I like to talk about that struggle of trying to understand your self-expression, being in so many different facets of music. I believe that my expression can come from learning where I fit, so exploring that and not making that like a negative notion. I have fun with my songwriting. So I would say that the roles that I play, I co-produce, I songwrite, I'll arrange a little bit. There can be some songs that I love as far as like Lil Wayne, being classically trained also, you have a wide spectrum of music, really. So
so that leads me to my next question. Yeah. If you had to, and I would say no more than 3, but if you gave us a mashup of 2 to 3 artists that we kind of melded them together, we might get like a little bit of what Tolivia is bringing us, giving us, on your different tracks. Who would you put in that category that we could kind of start to wrap our minds around your sound?
I'm gonna say Anita Baker. Ooh. I'm gonna say Leanne La Havas. I don't know if you all are aware of her.
Okay.
And I will also say Jhené Aiko.
Ooh.
Wow. Yeah, for sure.
Anita, Leanne, and Jhené.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go put those in the
to put them on a mix.
I'm gonna be Tolivia. I don't even know where to start with that. Like I wouldn't even know.
Right.
I don't even know how to get them ingredients cooking. What?
See, so I think that's the beauty, right, of artistry, is that we're not fitting one artist to one genre. I think that in Black music in general, we have so many roots in music genres that we can float. And I think that's the beauty of my sound, and also just R&B. Yeah, I was, taught how technicality, how to learn and sing properly by the grace of God. But at the end of the day, I'm so thankful that that expression can still be from my roots. I was raised on Bob Marley. I was raised on Stevie and Luther and Anita and Earth, Wind and Fire. So those things going into learning about Beethoven and Mozart and French composers, it just is a beautiful world to explore. But at the end of it, right, I still wanted to understand different routes of the R&B tree, which is jazz. So at the end of it, that's where Anita really stood out for me at the end of my degree, but in the start of my artistry. So that's an experimental genre that I like to play around with too, that gives me inspiration. So all in all, I'm just thankful that Black music is really rooted in just about all these genres out here. And the importance of understanding that we can be in all of this all at the same time and still make an impact. That's a big message of Tolivia. That's a big message of what I stand for and the legacy I'm trying to bring.
All right, so Tolivia, you got our online culture crew going crazy. they like, yo, wait a minute. First and foremost, Faraji, where the heck you find this sister from? Sometimes, all right, let me just share with you just a little bit of what folks say.
Okay.
You don't like my music, checked in and said, if she's classically trained, she's not just a voice. She can write her own stuff.
That's true. That's true.
There it is. Mingli Natasha Surd said, I like her vibe. There it is. Didi, you checked in. You said, Tolivia, her music will be amazing with all the genres she's melting together. Damn, sis. Please bring. We need some new.
Yes. Thank you,
There
Didi.
it is. My man Damon checked in. He said, most Black people play and sing by ear. You see this in the church. Knowing music theory opens the door for other opportunities. My son is studying music in college and is a professional drummer. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. LJ007 said, she's an old soul. I'm here for it.
Thank you, LJ.
Right. Miss Respect 90 said, thanks for giving sis a spotlight for Raji. Where can we stream or buy her music? So I know people want to hear what you got to say. All right, so let me make sure we got a little something to play.
Okay. Oh, yes.
You want to set this? You want to just let people know? You know what I'm saying? I like to give the artist the space to introduce their work. So you want to talk about, it's the YouTube clip that we got from your team. So talk to us a little bit about this piece we're about to hear.
Yes. So Travel is my new single that dropped a little bit before the summer, but I wanted to give a summer vibe of a song for friends, lovers, people that want to travel the world, that want to, we've been in the house for a while. So, it's time and the world's opening back up a little more. So I wanted to give that inspiration of having the excitement to plan again, planning trips and traveling with your boo. And they want to act like, they don't want to come, but they want to come. So, yes, it's risk out here, but just getting back into the world of having fun and traveling and seeing the world, even if it's local. I wanted to bring that type of song. So my new song is Travel. You can find that on all streaming platforms and on YouTube too. But yeah, here it is. Check it out.
All right, here it is, folks. Let's play Travel by our sister Tolivia. Here's a little bit of what she got to offer.
Get your passport, give your torch, look up where we going. Put the trip, suck your tip, doing little shit just to show you it's worth it. No payment plans, please understand that I do not pack light. So pack up all your shit, just can't wait no more. Boarding time 7:44 to go to LA, Chicago, Houston, Vegas, go to Miami, Toronto. I'm gonna change my scenery with you next to me. Get out of where we know, go where we can grow. I know that you want to go with me. It's an assumption, but I know what it is. Cause you would be sick if you heard about it. Asking days, times, messages, and who's going. Look at you, want to be in the know. Hello, payment plans, please understand that I do not pack light. So pack up all your shit, just can't wait no more. Boarding time is 7:44 to giving you my time. Make me satisfied. Booking trips tonight. Go to LA, Chicago, Houston, Vegas. Go to Miami, Toronto. I'm gonna change my scenery with you next to me. Get out of where we know, go where we can go. I know that you want to go with me. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Y'all, if I had one of them hand clapping machines right now, Bakari.
Thank you.
Wow. Tolivia, that's the sound right now, too.
Oh, good.
That's that sound right now.
You know, say the little, trap soul. Like
No, look.
Yeah.
You want to slow that thing down a little bit, just kind of like, especially on a Friday. That's why I said, let me get Tolivia on a Friday.
Yes.
Right. Because as we go into the weekend, what I'm saying? You just want your mind to go into a space. You're like, yo, I'm going to just take a step out, man. I might go out, might go somewhere this weekend for a day, have a little day trip, something. Man, but that's why I was like, let me do this on a Friday, because I know the sister going to bring something.
That's perfect.
Man, oh, man. Folks are checking in on our online culture crew, Tolivia. They got a bunch of emojis, from fire signs to clapping hands to people are just checking in all over. Zoe checked in and said, love, love, love. The cover art and music is a whole vibe. What is your dream collabo, dead or alive? What's your dream collabo? Ooh. Who would that be?
I'm going to say my dream. D'Angelo. He is something about what he brought to neo soul in the 90s. In the 90s, where people wasn't even hearing that. They was like, what? We can't even understand, but his vibe. D'Angelo.
A black man.
A black man. Some call him the godfather of neo soul. Some do.
Really?
D'Angelo. For sure.
Okay, so people call him the godfather. What would Erykah Badu be?
I love it. Because I don't know if you know this. In the time when D'Angelo was coming up, he had Badu as his opener. Can you imagine that nowadays? I mean, the 90s was just a crazy time for music.
Yes.
So.
That's dope. That is super dope. All right. McCole said, time to go on a vacation after hearing this song, Tolivia. There we go. That's what we wanted people to do.
For sure. Book the trip.
Right.
Awesome. Great.
Mm.
Well, I'm just so thankful to even share my artistry and my message of self-expression. You don't have to be classically trained to still make music, to be exploring your passions and artistry. There's always a lane, and it's just so great that we're in a digital time where we can create our own lane. So do it. Don't waste no other time. The time is now. And this is also self-talk that I give myself. My new mixtape is coming out in winter called Ego Talk, and Travel will be on there along with my other single that dropped this year, Say It, and just other songs that I have that I'm so excited to share just about my journey in ego, not dismissing it, right? But getting to know what it is, what type of emotions are my inner guru trying to tell me while I'm trying to get this work-life balance and figure out life. That's the beauty of artistry. That's the beauty of creativity, is being able to express what you're going through.
Yeah.
And you can put it in song, you can put it in a poem, you can put it in a rap, you can put it in any type of way. And it doesn't have to appease anybody. But as long as it appeases you and one person, you're good. You're good.
Damon, Tolivia, Damon checked in. He said to ask you, do you have perfect pitch?
Oh, no, I don't. No, I don't. And it's okay. I think that it's a beautiful ability to be born with. And you can become relatively pitched too, because that's the other part of being perfect pitch. You can be close to the note of what you want to hear or what tone is being played for you. But I do know people that are perfect pitched, and I admire that skill. But I think that's also being more in tune with your instrument. And I think it's still beauty if you're not. So
that's awesome. That is awesome. All right. So the fact is that are you currently a signed artist? Because I kind of was okay. That's why I wanted to make sure you are an unsigned artist.
Yep, unsigned.
So you're doing this independently.
Yep.
And of course, we're going to support you here at the Culture, because you are definitely doing it good and doing it big for the culture. So you're an unsigned artist. So I always like to ask, like, do you want to be signed? Because I know in this day and time, being a part of the music industry is not a whole vibe. It could be a whole headache.
Yeah,
right?
It can.
You know what I'm saying? But do you want to kind of be signed by a major label and then going down that path, or what's your vision for your career here?
My vision is to see what entails. I do have interest of being signed to a major record label, and I also have interest of being signed to a major independent label, but my goal is to keep my integrity, is to keep my metric focus on engaging with my fans, with my music, and divine wisdom. So I'm open to what God has in store for the well-paid opportunities along my life ordained. However, I'm open to what my passion is and exploring them and my dreams and how that has shaped me to where I am, and seeing what doors of opportunity take me there. So I'm open. I'm not shying away from it, but I do know I have integrity and God right here, and I'll be fine.
I don't have nothing to even follow up with that.
Mic drop. Mic drop. I'm gonna ask again. I know you said you're on all platforms. Please drop your your handles, all of that good stuff.
Okay, so you guys can find me at _TOLIVIA Tolivia on IG. You all can find me also, just all of my social media is on my website, ToliviaSings, plural.com. I'm on TikTok as well. I'm on all music platform streaming. So Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, just type in Tolivia Travel. You all can pull up my profile and go there. Again, my EP is dropping this winter called Ego Talk. Please stay in tune. Follow me on IG. I follow back. I support Black-owned businesses. So if anybody has any type of skincare products or things to want to, collab with, I'm open for that too. But ultimately, I'm all for artistry. I'm all for music and promoting R&B, classical music, and jazz music, and being able to just expose our community to that. So you all can find me there. ToliviaSings.com.
I was about to ask you, you got a website, Tolivia?
Yes, sir.
I'm about to be your marketing manager, like Tolivia. Put out the website.
Yep. I'm looking at the website right now. She got the video up on the home screen.
You can purchase my travel joint right now for $199. You guys can download it, have it forever. You all can also purchase my other single, and my EP will be purchased for single and download as well, coming this winter.
That is beautiful. I'm looking at it, folks. ToliviaSings.com. The song is Travel, brand new single out right now. Tolivia's taking you all around the world in a whole new vibe, in space, out of time, coming back home, chilling in Manhattan, then going getting lunch in Cairo. She's just doing it all with travel. And folks, booking her. You can book this dynamic, unsigned hype. Booking her. So, hey, look, hey, Tolivia, everything is real. We gotta get you some bookings.
Thank you. Appreciate that. You can go on my website if y'all need a single for a wedding, extravaganza, party, any of that sort. I'm singing right there for a showcase opening for a music production company. That's the type of gigs that I like to do locally. I'll go internationally. It don't matter.
Right.
ToliviaSings.com. You guys can book me right now.
There it is right there. Tolivia, I want to thank you for your time with us this afternoon, sis. More importantly, I thank you for the spirit in which you came in and the artistry you bring in. And it's just so refreshing. I mean, so refreshing. And, you know, this is like one of our initial first, culture spotlights. And so this is really a real pleasure. I don't foresee you being unsigned for too much longer. Somebody is going to invest in you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody is going to invest in you. And because of your mindset and the spirit in which you're doing your music in, doors are going to open up. You know what I mean? Just keep your circle close. You know what I'm saying? Keep your circle close. But more importantly, keep your eyes, your ears, and your heart open, sis. So, congratulations on all the success you've been able to have thus far. But I'm expecting to hear some big things. Just when you get big, just remember the little people at Black Star.
Not little. Big people here. I appreciate the space, holding space.
I appreciate you. Big shout out to you and your family. And, I'm really, you are a real winner. So Tolivia, thank you. Bakari, you got any words for our sister? Any words of encouragement, advice?
Keep going. Just keep going. Keep sharing. Yeah. Keep sharing. Keep posting.
Will do.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to more. So I'm ready for the EP.
And look, let me just tell you, Bakari real humble about hers, but she know a lot of people in a lot of different spaces. And Bakari actually is a fantastic event organizer, promoter.
Raji, I didn't want to bring it up because I'm like, I need to.
Hey, no, I know exactly what you're thinking.
Love it. I love it.
No, I'm telling you, she's in those spaces with Black women, Black men who would just lift you up. I'm not even adding no yeast to it, Tolivia.
The wheels are turning. The wheels.
I'm telling you, she will put you in the space.
I already slid in the DMs, Raji. I already slid in the DMs. I'll be sitting here. I already slid in the DMs, bro.
Yo, I'm telling you.
Thank you.
You would be perfect. I could see you at a Bakari Jones event.
It's happening. It's in the works.
Seriously, I could see that. So don't, please support each sister. Again, put out your Insta for us one more time, Tolivia.
Yes, Instagram _TOLIVIA. You can follow me there. I will follow back, and please stay tuned. I always drop singing videos. I'm always taking requests for any type of R&B songs y'all like, staying engaged in that way. Those are the type of things that I like to do to connect with my fan base. The ones that DM me that say, I love your music, please keep going. This is the type of motivation I like to bring. So
there it is right there. There it is. Hey, Tolivia, thank you so much. And more importantly, thank you for being so good for the culture, sis. We truly appreciate you.
Absolutely.